And then you make and somewhere ye di hun komo no kabe say na wotwe de a corruption week. Yamfa said this week has been a corruption week because and somewhere eba survey any report to eba nyina no is about corruption. Maybe this is about time Ghana for we have to rethink and reconsider our fight against corruption because said they can pro any dream enyini koso no sebi say kabe say jama amanyofo no a bebe omudi bedua no matimi edi edru no because we share the promises and another Kufuado and his government making it during the opposition time. So we fight corruption. No, we bemu fitiasie appointment of special prosecutors, budget allocation and echo. But yet we are here to see yet the returns, value for money returns. So Ghana ye bohun kano and fasudie be free mo abana. And tene ye be di hunko. But the latest one no US government so report on day about Ghana. Na tin say we can report no now we are. Me sure say we Ghana ni na wa broche titiri ni US. Na say what is a report to a US government e dey afa ho na. This is no bostremoka e ade a happen in reality. I think say you feel bad. Na this is not about a one survey. And I'm going to take you through several corruption service aba under His Excellency Nana Akufo-Addo Bawumia government for the past 5 years. Any omunyina service na betu dwano and somewhere ekafa corruption, the fight against corruption, the perception about corruption, any the government HME. And I'm going to take you through and to train na yeni juma so catch the be am catch road so juma de nko na bi no on regret say we say brand e tena say Ghana honkomo and na ye ba be die me am juma de on cha me didn't say science am on to the captain of the dress show ba juma ha man from me on top na yes every and ye sha sentem na yemi ntem san say na nkomo no penyufo kuku da beba fidue mu a ye be di sa ye kanka no prani dwere mu nkomo nti na ye say call back na ye mbusa question na ne nansa na otwum nyina ye bisa and say is Ghana losing the fight against corruption? But it seems like question we have been for the past 3 days, you know. Say me share a year chronicle of event I see within the week. If you much convinced say Ghana we've lost, you're losing the fight against corruption because the camera say all the service no, but why encouraging say Ghana you fighting against corruption. Now we share because the face behind the war against and the war on corruption. And another Akufo-Addo Magana for ye believe 2016 say state institutions near was SRAJ, you were YOKO, you were CID, you were BNI, national security, you were all these state institutions. Nanado can say and yet strong enough to fight corruption. So said the Nabania well determined. So bar fight corruption. He promised about the special office of the special prosecutor to me at the aba no that fight corruption. Now mampeni nipa odi ka trust near Martinamidu ye adwuma no ano no abeka sa akade cross e de man na nkoye ana odi adwuma ne to ho. The second person mampeni trust no e di sa adwuma die ama no eye yewura kisi ejaben ohun senimfoni e da ho ntene yesi Ghana population over 30 million sa enfoni mienu sa mpenyimfo mienu na di animu amia fight corruption not because omo no mo ahode na emom omo na lead institution na nado leading the government yewra kisi eja benso leading the office of the special prosecutor enti na mfoni sa eda enti is Ghana losing the fight against corruption? That's the big question. Now also betimi answer ebe adwuma die koso no me kan say WhatsApp number under screen so ofa no ache wadwen ade afa ho na yenhwe ade bi Sedemni kaka na watwi mu de wura corruption mu ansema hodo a ekoso corruption mu Ghana for no matwetwe nkomo kanka ne preni dream a ekoso me de wura bi mu but the latest one abetuda US aban US government almost so survey and also more report de about Ghana and to hear the US Department of State 2021 annual country report on human rights practices omo afibia o ma bia US aban mu bia no omo hwe say human rights. Who say corruption a human right violation? Corruption a human right violation. Who act and as a committee corrupt actor while violating human rights. Anti-corruption falls under this report. Nanya Ghana kwa ma hudo nyina so US abana na musu bia no omutumi edeba. Na fi 2021 etwa mu no afi no me report na ba na report yi eba eye bosumi ye moye April da na to so edumienu. Na itie report no mu nsem bia. The U.S. Department of State's 2021 Annual Country Report on Human Rights Practices released on 12 April 2022 has said, even though Ghana's law provides criminal penalties for corruption by government officials, the government did not implement the law effectively, and officials frequently engage in corrupt practices with impunity. First report omada bana say omo omada bana say uba Ghana ha say ye womra a ekutia kanka no prani dream ho asotwe ewo ho nanso aban no mfa saa mra no nya adwuma ade chi ade sa no mo report wa beto dwa kire say aban mu mpanyimfo a ye kanka no prani dream with impunity ni say sebi nipa no oto mra kra no wama no kokoso wama na beti so because of free say wo ho kwan say oto mra akwai say wo drive wonam kwa mu traffic mu amunyina moko behu na yes government official na ya so siren V8 he hon man kwan no mesene nko no nam one way wa man kwan ya etimi sini abebo with impunity sebi ensem fonko a ene koso man Ghana the same way na the fight against corruption according to US government report which said the government is perpetrating corruption with impunity chese kankan pranin dream ye kra fe de emfere biom. That's what the report is saying. Now, yet or say, there were numerous reports of government corruption. The report said, Omo report which they say, Ghana aban no ankasa mono. Kanka no prenu dream nsembebre and akoso ewo yamamu emu. Now it also say it's noted corruption was present in all branches of government, according to media and NGOs, including recruitment into the security services. Almost say, omu report no, NGOs awa Ghana, and Central for Ghana, any report about say, aban krabata nyina kanka no prani dwiri mu koso ye nyi twen nyi atoa efiri o mampani aso ye ekosi DC aso ye ekosi obi aso ye no according to this report ye kanka no prani dream ade a ekoso ha chese ye nyi twen enyi adoa na ade abako mo site ye recruitment into the security agencies but ye timia legalize corruption in Ghana who said there's nothing wrong. Meanwhile, there's everything wrong with it. Recruitment, medical state, security institutions. To say police, forms, recruitment forms, fano, 100 Ghana cedis. 100 Ghana cedis. And then just say, "Befawo, we be na si amfawo 100 Ghana cedis na she." Say police for penny per 10,000, a ton forms 100,000. Meanwhile, na police for pay just 10,000. Meanwhile, a ton forms 100,000. We assess kind of him call corruption. CPP national chairperson na Nafrim Poma yes upon kuma. Wakasa was asem wan so besi no bi entu wan amon. O come military the same thing, immigration the same thing, custom the same thing, fire service the same thing. It is happening and we don't care. And then o co schools. O co pay admission krama ba. To the sense say admission form, yetimi turn to 200 Ghana cedis. Admission form was a sheet of paper. Ya print at the end of can say photocopy keke. Ya print at the mawa and a chair and yama wa bofrani be here school fees way items ya state was no 200 Ghana cedis. Rekwa photocopy baako a big register 20 pesos but the same photocopy paper koji admission the amount about 200 Ghana cedis and we don't see anything wrong with it. All these instances are corruption because police if one maybe they have to lead the fight against corruption. They are corrupt because they are selling recruitment forms 100 Ghana cedis to over 100,000 youth. Meanwhile, they were going to recruit only 10,000 or even below 10,000. And it's happening. Report to us says since the first special prosecutors took office in 2018, no corruption case undertaken by that office resulted in a conviction, the report has observed. Abusianfone na nsama megina metwitwa bia ma office of the special prosecutor can say they are wasting your taxpayers money because office of the special prosecutor omo mandate ni say they should fight corruption, they should prosecute corruption cases, they should make recovery into the state coffers, they should confiscate properties belonging to came as a corruption offense. They should nyina inform man Ghana. And a BBC says since 2018 office, yentimin prosecute a craba, entimin for 1 Ghana citizen to Ghana for 2. Abusia former mudi media dance na no joada ebranda corruption one sem one America. Asuma meka ye eneda hai. Where US are buying reported that baby I won't believe me. Baby beka se bi na akra we okro fro him fa na ba no betia tiemu. But US obedi because if you are seeing na mo ho ba bia. The only case I know Matiami do prosecuting in Nane say, Mahama Yarga, Mahama Edia, Wakoto, Abai, a ambulance, no didn't diabo, and it's Matinami do every still taxpayers' money in Nukujako to go as a court to boss answer in that to agree. Yerakisia Jabin by, we are yet to see one successful prosecution. Meanwhile, from 2018, basically 2022, we are spending, and as we've spent close to 1 billion Ghana cedis as budget allocation to the Office of the Special Prosecutor. Sense of corruption is a grown. We are still wasting taxpayers' money in the fight corruption. And the report in the Diabano, since 2018, Special Office of the Special Prosecutor is useless since 2018 because omu mandate, omu vision, and omu mission, and mandate they have not been able successfully to even prosecute one case, and for that matter, as it stands now, the Office of the Special Prosecutor per this report and per their own performance, they are useless. You who soon fast will be a baller. We need to or say through our office, you know, at Yamfa create the debate in the sanitation office cry for sober basso to say hi. Report to us about say corruption. Tie where excepts of the corruption, who call report no corruption. A June report by the Auditor General revealed widespread corruption and waste of public funds remain pervasive problem. Auditor General report by Edi Adansi say corruption no chese atretre. Come here say baby abefa bia no agibe bia corruption center no agibe bia. Auditor General report. For example, a honorary casual general and Ghanaian consulate in Washington, D.C. could not account for visa fees totaling $355,000. Se Ghana buying Australia a US abrochimemu ho. Visa fee kope visa. Obi free America no buy so kotua visa fee. Said obi free Ghana no kwa America kotua visa fee no. Sika esum $355,000. Omantimemu ho akonta. Sika no fa henfa. Tese aye corruption na wa Ghana ha. Ama feri kura do kodu amanone a ya na musifo wa amanone nyina so kankan no preni dwun so 355,000 Ghana cedis visa fee, they cannot account for it. And nobody is talking about it. And this is the first time I meet same way. It has never come to the media landscape, and as a media space Ghana phone will say visa fee, yeah, embassy, and as I know US no 355,000 Ghana, $355,000. They couldn't account for it. The Free Senior High School Secretariat misspent more than $3.16 million. You see? Yes, free SHS here, yes, here. As we speak, there has not been any audit. A free set 2017 free SHS say econo. There has not been any audit about Sika spending about free SHS. Yet that's your bride, see, ya my class. You see free SHS say, yeah. Oh, be crack as a challenge, so there be free SHS. Oh, you can review see free SHS. Everything free SHS. US for report on that batch say, Sika and Crawford fan Crawford sassy. Our free SHS, Sika, ya con West Gate Bono. 3.1 million US. Me spent as you should say scanning the Nyama and fast will be niso and na ekoso. Sa report in free Ghana where US government and this report about the state of corruption in this country. Now it was a former minister of tourism retained 3 official vehicles for personal use after leaving office. Oman Fadi Nama, but him say the former minister for tourism. Mekan Katrina Feku, me ominim kansa na do ba bemono. She was the first person Oman Penny appointed no. Say tourism minister. Minim say or no na report he can dia. But the report he can say, your former minister for tourism, no ya reshuffle no do be fufura ba honom no. Ghana Ghana mine 3 vehicles, 3 vehicles or that's you said the personal property. The personal property. Mami kasi mitro. US government, they know much about this country even than our own national security. Because the system they operate is very sophisticated. And they can tell you things that even the government and national security is not even aware. And Amanyosem say your former minister for tourism, or that's you so my Ghana The report now so unim the funny thing say o amanyoko from mu a ena emfa nsem pipi ne baya ye be chesi no kan ye ne de akra be kwa chesi na confiscate kan de abesuo ama ne de document aba be kire se eye ne dia ansa na de ama no saa na de bia aban sisa saa na eye na nso we de san so wa aban no munti ewo mu se oni position aban no mu de but belonging to the party ninti no still using government official car 3 official cars after see a reshuffle no the report ni biem. The report concluded that corruption practices resulted $340 million of financial mismanagement, including misapplication and misappropriation of fund thefts and procurement mismanagement. $340 million. 340. Ya buying to me kobo besia as low as $100 million. Ghana timi kwaje bosia as low as $60 million, $64 million. Sikan kesi de kwakosi La General Hospital. Say sikan ete de kwakosi ye Kufudia Eastern Regional Hospital about €64 million. But sika omo say ya financial mismanagement ya tutu sikana JJ mu. Afi misapplication. Sikano de wose de kwaye ni amfanye misappropriation. De sikano potaye siso ya amfanye theft krono fita ye wia. Ti said there will be in such a boat no is canoe akodi chronofita theft where we are procurement mismanagement. Na no me cite report to be about procurement mismanagement and how Nkrofo we are Ghana sika through procurement. But the idea of Mampena da Kufoko for procurement authority the buy was to make sure said this kind of corruption, inflation, inflate cost of a year government business procurement no am peni kufo dwen ho kofa sa office we de buy no anye bia krase atimi hu openya na oda ho no no ankasa na obodo na oda ho ne dwumadi awudi me no kase wo court me nka wase mebre krono kase pa koso manga na ne procurement authority ho neko enti e mane nwa say US report na betu ja say procurement mismanagement and na koso kanka no predi dream. This is shame and nobody is talking. Nobody. How many people stand in trial for procurement breaches and procurement mismanagement? How many people? Nobody. Office of the Special Prosecutor, Raja Bindebia no share 3 pieces. About 9 tie. Attorney General Debia no share 9 suit, 3 pieces. And the corruption is growing. And people are living good in this country. Yan shade. Nana go we isa report we to nchen a. If you send another aban by 2017 basin there medical catcher say ye were agencies who do be brave and sharp by more modern report about the fight against corruption. Yam shade, where CDD Ghana, a Jumako man Ghana, corruption perception survey under Nana Kokufuado. Yam shade, Center for Democratic Development CDD. On August 31, the Ghana Center for Democratic Development released a highlight from a survey conducted between May 23 to June 3. Less than 30% of the respondents were optimistic regarding the government's ability to fight corruption. Afie twemu no Center for Democratic Development so adwumaku an sha baase omudi amamu achi omonso ne Ghana for kotwetwe nkomo Ghana for no mkotwetwe nkomo no report ba che so homabu pen dia 30% ena na ewagidie say aban ne betimi aye bibidi afa kanka ne pro ni dwirimo 30% pe na toa yentoa so report no say approximately 1/2 were confident in the government's ability to uphold the rule of law. 53% believe the government did not adequately protect financial resources, and 62% doubted government effort to address corruption and official impunity. And to first our report we are CDD buy a few term now for America for report now the same the impunity, the officials committing corruption and perpetrating corruption with impunity and as I be pim ha. Report in the Ghana for no chim common. 1/2 now say a now omo ogidie say aban betimi ahwe nim no de emra rule of law aye adwuma ewo mem rule of law be catch say no one above the law. We are equal and I say equality before the law. Rule of law sa na kire. Ti no mo hwe anim say Ghana ban de mra be adwuma. 53% e believe say Ghana ban ammo man Ghana foto ho ban. 53% Ghana for no kasa no 53% say Ghana ban ammo man Ghana ho ban and 62% doubt government efforts to adopt to address corruption. 62% eno mo che say omu ni gidie sa ba we betimi aso kankan na pro adwure mu we ye CDD report omo e de ebae na se ye to aso a we ye Transparency International ma mentwe me ho na hwe ne ye o hwa ya ne da Transparency International eno so ye international body a omo so Ghana ha omo wo asoye wa ha Ghana Integrity Initiative omo agent international branch eno no omo so report omo de bae tiase omo kan on corruption. Transparency International Global Corruption Barometer published in 2019 found 59% of respondents claimed there was rampant corruption in the Ghana Police Service, more so than any other government institutions. And Transparency International report about 2019, 59% Ghana for nom kasai 59% is second kind of dream our police. Now corruption fight is supposed to start with police. Because we'll be perpetrating corruption. I was a Ghana police one also medicate kind of cry. Now so the corruption in the Ghana police service, you know, I could do 59%. Now say corrupt a police near corrupter. We see the fight of corruption. No corrupt leader can fight corruption. We should get that. And no corrupt institution can fight corruption in this country. What to our report, so Transparency International report now. Ghana Corruption Index 2021. The Mika first one I'm kind of 2019, 2021. Ghana Corruption Index 2021. Transparency International say Ghana scored 43 points out of 100 on the 2021 Corruption Perception Index reported by the Transparency International. If you are for any now, most supuna maybe I still see Kuntia can pronia market. A shall say that Rollins person near market, Kofo pensier market, Atames pensier market, Mahama pensier market. All the effort the predecessors of Nana Akufo-Addo government go through. No, Omunyina makomunyina. Nana Addo said that is not enough. Tornoba obey something exceptional. He's going to act outside the box, and he's going to think outside the box. Said obey baby be strong because when said those the predecessors or more strategy in the fight against corruption, you know, was worse. And into promising Ghana for the ANAS principle and also obey introducing the office of the special prosecutor just to deal with corruption. But we shall report here the buyer. You shall at the year 2021 43. Now you chart no and die chart na wo hwe. We chart here. You shall there. Nana Akufo-Addo accused John Dramani Mahama and this government so we are the most corrupt government ever. And into promising Ghana for so bar or be fight corruption. Was Shebo with Ghana for into 2016 election, corruption played a very vital role in deciding who becomes the president. 2012, Mills Mahama, 2012, over where Transparency International Index, over 2012, NDC and answer John Dramani Mahama almost score a 45%. Only 45% score out of 100 almost score 45%. Okay. 2013 almost score 46%. 2013 Osha and 20 almost score 46%. I 2014 almost best 2014 almost score a 48%. 48% from a score. 2015 as I drop at the bar a 47%. We a NDC for records. 2016 NDC for be fra ba mu no. Omama modern, omo record nsa eba form, almost score 43%. 43% almost score. Based on that, Nana do faster statistics way. I know the Ghana for me who say indeed the corruption fight no aba form because how can you raise all the way to 48%? No as aba form aba do a 47% and that's why we do a 43%. It made sense. So we voted against John Dramani Mahama and NDC government, thinking said they were corrupt because Nanado gave us a promise to fight corruption. Now, yeah, when Nanado by 2020, 2016, 17, ABC in there. 2016, Nanado first year, 2017. Nanado government scored only 40%. Lower than John Dramani Mahama de Uja in 2016. Yafan Safina Abano Opeki or the institutions ego akwemo. 2018 a creative office of the special prosecutor. The government scored 41%. Or 1% pay. Still lower than the Mahama NDC Mahama government left in 2016. 2019 again, the government maintained 41. Still lower than the NDC John Dramani Mahama left in 2016. 2020, the government scored 43%. 43%, you know. That's the highest Nanado Abayatimi score where 2021 was scored the same 43%. That over Nanado, according to Transparency International Index, Nanado highest score. Any Mahama, the lowest score of John Dramani Mahama equal because Mahama Ifra Bamne 43% and no score. Nanado highest, which is 2020-2021, score no 43%. It means young call baby. This is a year Transparency International. Until Lord no being now can't just say fight corruption. To me, we shouldn't waste taxpayers' money, say our resources office or special prosecutor, because that office has proven to be the most useless institution ever. But young Shadi, we are Transparency International. Young share another thing. Oba, nanu EIU for report on the buy from UK no. Almost citing Yama. A bet Mama MPP abaya lose power in 2024. Issue almost citing about corruption. And the EI report is what confirms that indeed there's a growing corruption in this country that the government must tackle. And yes, sir, it will cause their defeat. EI for report on at the abaya no. If you want more, last week here, Anna Ghana Jumako back Global Info Analytics almost do a corruption perception or Mukoya and Bosumi Munde Baye almost a report on the buy on corruption. Oba Ghana form no country common 54% is corruption at west in this country. The same Ghana form no country common a January now 43% is corruption ya west. But Bosumi means that now 54% Ghanaians say corruption is west in this country. State of corruption in Ghana. Omufro no Musabusa Ghana for say is government fighting against corruption. Ghana form Kasa no 66% the government is not fighting corruption. The government is not committed to the fight against corruption. Omuko General Ghana forecast and 59% will say that the government was not committed in the fight against corruption. But Bosumi and Sechi Omuko is 66%. It means Ghana we are not doing well in the fight against corruption. We have to go back to the drawing board. Na yetimi tutu niyama ye. Esa say niyama ye. So the question is Ghana still losing the fight against corruption? Once I know trim. But for you to answer no, this is the situation. Since 2017 up to now, report to Nisabi Biaba about Ghana corruption is not good. There's no single report, there's no single survey. I bet you say from 2017 BC, even with the introduction of the Office of the Special Prosecutor, even with the budget allocation and government president de Kohono, there's no single report and survey backed by data. I say Ghana is doing well or Ghana is improving on the fight against corruption. All the surveys and reports needed to about to say corruption is deepening. Corruption is getting worse by day by day, every day corruption is getting worse. The president, Nana Akufo-Addo, said his government has spent money, budget allocation to the state institutions on fighting corruption. Like I said, President, you may be right. It's about to be a budget allocation to all the state agencies, Yoko, Shraj, BNI, CID, National Security, all of them. You could be right, including the Office of Special Prosecutor. You could be right. But, President, are we getting returns for the money I am spending on this fight against corruption? How come, say corruption is growing in your own government with impunity? Foreign investors be brave because of corruption. And Krofo be person by investment because of corruption, so to me enye. Yet, yes, the Ghana is cash spending. A small man penny, smart as for Ghana Investment Promotion Authority, Monko Amanone, Namonko promoting Ghana, Honian for investors in Ra, or Moko promoting us investors in a bar, no more baby investing in this country. Then the system, because of the corrupt system, na adite omo, they no massacre back. To the extent that omo money that they are losing interest and they almost say echo back to where they came from. Sometimes omo in neighboring countries no matter invest. To the extent that even Ghana for business or Ghana because of corruption, omo go companies they call the neighboring African countries Yet we said we are fighting corruption, we are spending money. 2018, year budget allocation to Office of the Special Prosecutor 180 million Ghana cedis. 2021, 124 million Ghana cedis. 2022, 170.5 million Ghana cedis. Same Office of Special Prosecutor, yet they are yet to prosecute a crabber, to even recover just 1 Ghana cedis to the state coffers. Yet we are spending money. Ghana, we should think twice. let's go back to the drawing board. Let's revise our nose. Let's re-strategize. Never say bit my fighting at the we are just deceiving ourselves. Ye dear grow. We did this on top bit my from the captain of the district, but my man from Simon top.